This is Brother Colin from Mission Alive. Might remember a few days ago I was talking to you about Kiribati. Today I'd like to talk to you about the education system in Kiribati and the value of education. I brought this point up the other day, how much they value education in Kiribati. In Kiribati, the education is compulsory. It's compulsory from the age of 6. In 1987, the Kiribati government passed a bill to set up junior secondary schools on each island, which is a big step because there was only a few secondary schools in Kiribati. Now the junior secondary schools were going to cater from years 1 to 3. But over a period of 15 years, it took them to set this up, over a period of 15 years. And mainly it was sponsored by Australian Aid. Australian Aid built the schools. The school I'm most interested in is Chevalier School on Abamama. In 1998, the superior at the time, Steve Dives, came to see me and asked me would I be prepared to go out to Abamama to run the school of Abamama. Father Jacob, he started the school 2 years earlier, mainly to give the kids in the south, the southern part of Kiribati, the southern islands of Kiribati, a chance for education. At that stage, the junior secondary schools weren't even set up, and basically the idea of the school was to go from 1 to 4, years 1 to 4. The reason I was sent out there was because the bishop wanted Father Jacob to do something else. I went out to Abamama, to the school, and I was told it was going to be about 120 students in classes 1 to 4. The school itself was all local buildings, thatched roofs and bamboo cane walls. There were no desks. The kids worked on mats on the floor, weaving mats on the floor. The only piece of equipment was chalkboard. So it was chalk and talk. That's how we taught, chalk and talk. No desks. The kids sat on the floor, worked on the floor, and we taught chalk and talk. When I was told I was going out there, I was told the population of the school would be about 120. By the time the school started in early February, we had 260 kids, 260, which meant we had to build more local buildings, girls' dormitory we had to build. So it took us a fair while to get started. The villagers came in from all over the island of Abamama to give a hand with the buildings to build it up. There was no finance from the government at all. Money had to be raised. The other point about it was we basically lived on what we produced. Each afternoon, the boys in the school would go out to the lagoon and fish and catch fish for the meal next day. No refrigerators or anything. You just had to do what you had. We had a few gardens where we got greens from. There's very little soil in Kiribati, so you have very few gardens. The girls, they used to get the bun. The bun is a shellfish you dig up in the outer lagoons. The girls used to go get that, so we used to have food for both meals. The only thing we produced was bread. The two cooks used to make the bread of the day. So we basically supported ourselves, the 260 kids. We supported ourselves in the school. The school was 1 to 4. The next time I talk to you, I'll talk about building the school, how it had to change because the JSS has come in. The JSS, and the importance of people in Kiribati wanted their children to be educated. So thanks very much.